Hello, hello. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my first ever render in Blender. It took me like around 5 to 6 weeks. Days. Sorry about that. Oh, there's actually like a little glare effect there. This is my first ever render. I like it. It's not like actual my first ever render. I need to elaborate on that. This is not the first time I used this software before. I've actually used it a couple years ago, like around like 2020 to 2021. I'm not sure the specific year, like it's like that period. But I've never like actually tried to render it, but I'm just using it for model. It's just like I just use it for the model. I don't really have like an exact blender or touch with lighting or shading or everything. Yeah, I also don't need to manually add some like raining sound effect in the background because it's raining in my area right now. There's also like a little bit lighting there. Yeah, it's not the perfect render, obviously, but yeah, I'm proud to say that I finally made something in Blender that is presentable. Okay, presentable at least. It's not like something like that. But first of all, I need to try to open Blender while I have OBS on. Okay, this is my Blender file. Okay, it looks good. Looks good. Alright, good. So this is my Blender scene for the yeah, obviously I don't care because the camera didn't even render that part. This is the Blender scene for the shots. This is the shot, the camera here, and I actually only modeled these donuts following Blender Guru's like tutorials. Obviously everyone knows about that. I didn't actually do the animation part because, well, I don't need it for like, I don't actually like use Blender because of animations. I just want to make some photorealistic images because it look cool. These things are like access. Oh my god, what? Wait, what? My plan is like decapitated. Which doesn't look, you know, I have depth of field on, so you can't even see that it's that's fine. Even though my plan is probably screaming in agony or something like that. But my camera setup obviously only works well on the camera. Outside the camera, it looks like what the hell? Why is the plan like separating like that? Also, I also want to try if my rendered works here with OBS on. Okay. It works. It was scary because I thought my laptop can handle this, but yeah, it looks good. I'm just going to give you a little bit like that, so it looks like something like this with rendered view on. I just don't know how to model face without a tutorial. Like for example, this is a plate, but I have no idea how to model it. It looks simple, yes, it looks so simple, but it's hard. It's like you're doing math and you don't know how to figure out a way to do the solution. You need someone to like teach you, like holding your hands and going through each step. Like I just cannot figure it out by my brain. I feel like I really need more experience than that. And yeah, it obviously doesn't look too. A thing I want to improve is that, well, obviously the donut look terribly plastic. It looks fake. I showed this render to my sister and she first responded with a question. She asked me like, wow, the background. Did you make the background? I said no, I just like got it from like 3D assets by some very cool 3D artist. It was like, and she responded with, yeah, that's obvious. It looks even more realistic than the actual donut itself. The donut is the foreground. It's the background. The background is more realistic than foreground. Now, obviously, I did not actually acquire the skill to like make, but I can think of some ways. Okay, all right, that's a little bit clipping. Yeah, that. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, don't care, I don't even want to. Obviously you can make some like bumps here using shading. It's mostly shading. Not sure how to make that. Maybe I need to watch a few tutorials. I learned a lot about composition, but yeah, I still use contrast here, by the way. So originally it looks like very orange because I like warmer tones, but it looks too warm. So I just changed it to like a little bit colder, but I feel like it's just too weird. So I instead use a little bit contrast here, like the warm sunlight Fiesta, like the blue little cool interior light. I'm not sure what you're supposed to call it, and it looks very nice because the bread is also orange. It's very nice. Look, you can like the whole foreground is warm and the whole background is a little bit cold. Obviously the leaves are a little bit out of place. I can probably diminish it like a darker green. It will probably look much more better and less distracting, but I think the whole overall effect is pretty nice. And yeah, that's all I can criticize on my own work. Yeah, probably I have made a lot of errors in this render. I don't even notice that. If you noticed it, if you've used Blender before, yeah, please tell me in the comments. I will receive it. I want some criticism. I want some constructive criticism so badly. I'm planning to make my next video is going to be a documentary of me making a cupcake similar to a donut, but I'm going to make it by myself and try not to use some try to play around with the settings like shading or anything. Try to like model the entire thing by myself, and I'm going to, yes, do the same thing again, like document or commentate on the whole process about my problem solving things. I'm going to hit a lot of roadblocks in the next video. So yeah, that's my first render. I'm pretty happy about the result. It looks amazing. It looks so good. And this channel is going to be more focused on Blender than Roblox Studio, honestly. I get a little bit too comfortable about Roblox Studio, and I think it's some time to change for the better. Maybe, you know, you should always challenge yourself. You should never stay in the comfort zone for too long, okay? Life is about pushing yourself to your limits, and you should be excited when there is something that it's really uncomfortable for you. Like maybe in the future, when I like reach a certain skill level, I will probably do something that I'm not familiar with. Like for example, 3D animation. I would probably do some character modeling or sculpting or something like that. I will push myself to, you know, do something that I'm not familiar with, and this is how you gain skill. You just need to constantly push yourself to the unknown boundary of things. Alright, so that's the end of this video. That's just a little funny talk, and so yeah, see you the next time. It's probably in like a week. Yeah.